I'm the Big LG Doc Gallows, and you're watching the Wrestling Junkies. Boom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati, and that devilishly handsome motherfucker with a great head of hair. It's the podcast dad. Shoops, how we doing, buddy?
That's me. I'm good. We're going to talk about John Cena, but first, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to our channel. I can't do this without you guys, so please subscribe. We enjoy what we do here, but we need your guys' help. Continue to pump those numbers up for us. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X, Facebook, whatever it may be. Follow us on there. Also follow the Main Event Network crew. I know we had a mixer this past weekend, so go check that out. Mixers are fast and flowing over here, so we're to keep that going. But support us. We're having fun. But we're gonna get right into it here.
Yes, because the internet is.
Are you divided? Because
no,
I have my opinion, and I don't know what yours is. So this is the first time you and I are kind of talking about this. So
yeah. So as I sobbed all of Saturday night while holding onto a flask of gin and being consoled by my boyfriend and his mother, crying over John Cena's final match, I'm not surprised. He went out exactly the way that we talked about him going out. Okay, if anybody has not watched our tribute episode to Cena from last week, do yourselves a favor, subscribe, check it out in the archives. This is exactly what was going to happen. This is exactly what should happen. I think it was either you or the fact checker that I told a little bit about this. That we know that there's always going to be a subsection of the internet that doesn't really follow wrestling on a regular basis, to know that this is something that happens quite commonly. If you are on your way out, whether you're leaving a territory, whether you're hanging up the boots, you count the lights. That's just the time-honored tradition. Are there exceptions to that rule? Yes, there absolutely are. I don't think that no one should have seen John Cena as an exception to that rule based on how he is treated this entire night. And the build up to it, the intention behind it, a chance to showcase the next generation of talent. I'm going to stay away from younger because Gunther's 38 years old, but he's still that next generation of talent. Doesn't really matter what age he is. This is the new era that we are in, even though if you're Papa H, we're in a new era every damn month. But I'm not surprised one bit. And it's even more fitting that before he taps out, just that little smirk before he takes himself out. That's it. That is exactly what it needed to be, and was perfect.
Yeah, it was his closure. He's been doing this for 23 years. Never give up. He was always there, and he's like, I'm not going to win, and it's okay, right? That I thought it was very poetic. First time he's tapped out in like 20 years. It was poetic. It was good for what it needed to be. They got the reaction they wanted. I haven't seen a reaction like that since the streak was broken.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what wrestling's supposed to do is get that emotion out of you. And Gunther had heat. Heat.
Yes.
Like legitimate heat. Like people hated him, and then leaving, people hated him. Like
he needed security to walk with him as he's leaving the arena. Yes, that is
good.
Cool professional wrestling. That is
we need I said it. Maybe I said it on the preview show, maybe before, but like they need a villain. You need a villain. And he is your villain now. Think of the best times that WWE has been through. Think of the best times. When they had, Andre the Giant? When he was the big bad villain that, Terry had to overcome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Austin McMahon.
Yep.
Who was the villain?
Vince.
And it was great. The NWO. They were villains.
DDP. Sting.
Roman Reigns.
Needed Cody Rhodes.
The last 4 years were awesome because Roman Reigns was the guy that we wanted to see lose, and nobody could get there. They have one now. That's the entire point of this. They
Yes.
need a big bag villain for you to root against so that you will find somebody like a John Cena that you are going to get behind and root for, like a Cody Rhodes, like a Stone Cold. Like, that's the entire point of this. It's storytelling. None of this shit's real. Stop getting wrapped up too much in it. Stop overthinking about it. Like, I don't want to say real, but like, it don't, like, the outrage online, the crowd booing Triple H was stupid. Like, they did exactly what they wanted to do, and they got everybody. But this is what it needed to be. Cena's not. There's no more. There's no reason for him to win because he's not coming back, and Gunther is.
No.
And now Gunther can come on TV and go, "Hey, look, I've retired all of your heroes."
Mm-hmm.
And to take one from someone he's already retired, who's next? Like,
yeah,
bring me all your heroes. I'm going to take them out. And now you're sitting there going, God, I just want him to lose. And every time he wins, you're going to hate him more and hate him more and hate him more. And then eventually when he loses, the guy that beats him, made.
Yep.
That's the point.
And I think that's what's, I mean, again, I think a lot of people thought that Cena would be the exception to this rule. But I just caution people to remember, if you think that John Cena had no influence or say in what was going to happen in his final match ever, you're kidding yourselves. There's just a moment like that from start to finish does not happen without his input. If Cena wanted to, much like we kind of saw in the work shoot press conference after the Royal Rumble, it's basically saying, I'm going to put myself in the Elimination Chamber because I deserve it after 23 years of loyal service to this company. If you think that Cena, again, was not involved, you're wrong. Could Cena have absolutely said, no, I don't want to lose on my final night? He absolutely could have said that. And I think that they would have found a way to make that work to send everybody home happy had he wanted to make that decision. But Cena knows what is best for business when he's no longer there. Gunther, yes, he's always been a dominant heel. The entire time that he has been in WWE, he has been dominant, but he has never been hated. That's the difference here, is that Gunther is a made man because how he is the most hated man on the planet because he made John Cena tap out in his final wrestling match ever. That's what you want. And it's so short-sighted for people to think that there was, no, because look, it's easy to blame Triple H because yes, he's head of creative, but John Cena of the world, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, they have varying degrees of influence and what it is that they do. And to think that there was no conversation of this is how things are going to go and Cena not having input, it's absolutely mind-boggling that people are saying fuck Triple H and hijacking the show to chain AEW and things like that. There's layers to this shit. There have always been layers to this shit. It's like, why are we forgetting now that there are layers to this shit? Like, here's the thing. If, for me, Gunther having the chance to, again, become this hated, marked man to set him up to have a better 2026 than the abysmal 2025 that he had, that'll put a jolt in your Johnson.
That's the point. Again, who's going to be there tonight?
Gunther's opening the show.
Not John Cena. Like, that's the point. That's the point. That's the entire point. Yeah. If you want to boo Triple H, boo him for that bullshit opener. That's what you boo him for.
That I do have a problem with. That's the only thing on this show that I did not like was the result of that match. Everything else was perfect.
And I don't want to hear that, they booked themselves. No, they didn't. Don't book the match then. Because here's the thing. If that was going to be the finish, just keep the championship on Ricky Saints.
Yeah, you've sacrificed him twice now.
Just like, everybody that's hurt in this, it's Ricky Saints and it's Drew McIntyre. Because they both look like punks.
Yeah.
Like Drew McIntyre, how am I supposed to believe that he's going to do anything? Ever.
Man, I don't know.
Ever.
It's tough. It really, really is. And
Saints, I mean, what's the point? Why did you even give him the month title run? There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
That's why you should be upset, not because John
Yeah.
Cena tapped out in his final match to a guy that they're trying to make the top heel in the company. Flair went out counting lights. Shawn went out counting the lights.
Yes.
Austin went out counting the lights.
Yes.
Taker, I guarantee if it was a in-person, not whatever match, the cinematic match, would have gone out counting lights because that's what they originally did with Taker. He was counting the lights. Like,
yes.
Dwayne had to get that win back. But someone that would count the lights, I guarantee. Randy, probably going to count the lights. Punk, probably going to count the lights. Like, this is what happens.
Yes.
This is what is supposed to happen. It has been like this forever in wrestling, is you make the next person because they're going to be there the following night and you will not be. The reaction I thought was great. I was shocked. When was the last time you've been that legitimately shocked in wrestling? Probably when Punk came back.
Yeah.
I was shocked then, right? But
the Cena heel turn at Elimination Chamber. Once you see that face change, that's another one of those moments too. But again, it's I think that a lot of the outrage is just for the sake of being outraged. And that just is a lot of what we see, especially when it comes to pro wrestling.
Was the retirement tour the best it could have been? No. It wasn't. Looking back on it, I'm sure everybody involved is going to be like, yeah, we could have done better. But the match was good.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not upset. I'm very happy that I now have somebody to root against because now I want to see somebody kick his ass.
Yeah.
You're retiring all my heroes. I don't like you. Good. I'm a heel. I'm a bad guy. I think part of the problem, and I'm going to yell at clouds right now, so get ready. It's the business is too open. We know too much behind the scenes crap. It's that I don't want to say fan empowerment thing, but it's like we know too much, and there's not that mystery behind it anymore. I think that's part of the problem as well. Is fans know too much and they think, oh, I can book it better. You can't. Like I'm sure we've sat here in armchair booked plenty of times.
It's a lot of what we do. Yeah,
I know we have, but until you're in those shoes, in that chair, you can't say anything. And if that was the way Cena wanted to go, why are you upset?
Yeah. And that's like, because like you said, there, we can argue overexposure of the behind the scenes of the business all day long here. But it is no different than, looking at Game of Thrones final season, Breaking Bad final season. The decision to make Walter White's killing ambiguous was not made in the week leading up to the series finale of Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Game
of Thrones a little bit more. Game of Thrones sucked. But
okay. That's fair. Okay.
Let's take that one out.
Okay.
Like Sopranos. Sopranos is a good one where it just ended.
That is another right? That is a very good one. That's a
good one.
Yes.
Where it just that was what it needed to be. And it left you talking. That's the point.
Yes.
Is it left you talking.
Yes. That's what this is. I mean, again, we know there are exceptions to the retirement rule. There always are. Trish Stratus is an example. She relinquished the title her final night. I'm just saying that it happens. It does happen. We see it. But
Sting.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I saw. He should go to AEW and he'll get a better send off. No, John Cena's never going to AEW. Shut up. Cena was with the WWE for 23 freaking years.
Yeah.
Carrying that company, giving every opportunity he got. You think he's going to go to AEW? You're out of your fucking mind.
And here's the thing. What people are forgetting is he's still under contract to WWE.
It's
a Legends contract now. Yeah, it's a Legends contract now. He will remain in the fold. John Cena is not going anywhere from major TV special, major moment where you need to, just pop a crowd by hearing those horns and he cuts a promo and has fun with it.
Yeah.
That's what we will see of John Cena for the foreseeable future. It'll probably be a while before we get one of those moments. We'll see what happens with Hall of Fame class this year, and if they want to do it this year to accompany Stephanie. But that's the next phase of this career here. Okay. Another example, Stone Cold Steve Austin went out counting the lights to The Rock. Like it, I don't understand the backlash, because there are a lot of wrestling fans out there that I'm genuinely surprised that they are surprised.
Yes. Again, the outrage was just like, we lost the plot.
A little bit.
We lost the plot.
Yeah.
This is how wrestling's always been. It is.
Yes, it has.
Do you remember when Terry left in the beginning in the 90s? He lost to Yokozuna. He didn't go out on top.
Nope.
I don't remember if he won his last match. I don't know what his last match was. But I don't remember if he won that. Like,
yeah, it was kind of murky there at the end.
Yeah, I don't remember.
There was that whole Mr. America thing, and
brother.
Yeah.
But that's just, you want to make the next person, because the machine's going to keep going.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep going without John Cena, as much as he held that up, as much as he was a huge cog in the wheel of the machine, it's going to keep going. And they need people to become stars like he was. And what better way to do that is to have this man tap out for the first time in 20 years to a guy that you have presented as one of the most dominant heels in the company's history up to this point, who had a really, really bad 2025. What better way to reestablish, like you said, reestablish him than retire John Cena and make him tap, do exactly what he said he was going to do. I thought it was good. I even liked like the smirk, and then like it was like, man, it's over, and you could see like the release, like, all right, like it's done. I'm done.
Yeah. And we've seen Cena say in a lot of interviews, I'm not going out on my terms, because if I could do this forever, I would. And that's his thought on, and that's his way of reconciling it, as far as his decision to walk away. What people need to remember is that not all of our favorites get to go out on their own terms. Not all of them do. And it's just a fact of life when it comes to this particular industry, that it does not always happen that way. So, it's don't be sad because it's over. And if you are sad, it's okay. But let's also remember to smile because of what we got out of it. And, especially with a guy that is as polarizing as John Cena has been for the majority of his 25 years with WWE, that, there are a lot of people that I'm sure were chanting "fuck you, Cena," or the Cena sucks side of those chants for the majority of his run until the last few years. Yeah.
I mean, I did Cena sucks. Like, I've done it. We all did it. But you can't say you didn't enjoy it. And that's the point. We had fun with him. And that was the entire point. And that's what John Cena brought to the table, was no matter what you watched when he was there.
Yep.
Whether it was, man, I wish they turned him heel. Yep. Push anybody else. Man, I'm going to tune in to see if he finally loses, or if he finally turns heel. And then we got to the point where it's like, man, Cena's not there full time anymore. There's nobody picking that ball up and running. I kind of miss John Cena.
Yeah.
And then we got to the point where I miss John Cena.
Yeah. And the thing is, I bet that a lot of people that are, sliding up and down the wall and kicking the air and just upset and, making their thoughts known online about it are not going to miss tonight to see what happens. Because, again, exactly. And I think that, some of the outrage we see is performative, but you best believe that people are now going to want to see, okay, who's up next to take out Gunther? Who's going to be the guy to step up and do it?
Because it doesn't stop. It's a never-ending movie.
Yep.
It's not like, it wasn't like, oh, Cena's retiring, WWE's done. Nope, they got a show tonight. Like, that's just how this goes. All right, real quick, let's touch on this opener, dude.
Yeah.
Why not just let Obafemi win?
Yeah. Cody,
It doesn't do
I mean,
anything to Cody.
Even if you wanted Drew to interfere in the match, which is perfectly fine, that's still another justification for Obafemi getting the win, and all the more reason that Cody will want Drew eventually. Just piss him off enough, embarrass him on worldwide television, have the guy lose, because then he's going to rage bait you into accepting the title match from him.
And then you could run it back if you really wanted to. And Oba goes, hey, I beat you. And then they have a proper match. And then Cody wins. But, like, to draw in the fans and go, hey, it's a new era.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not, because you just gave me a bullshit finish.
Yeah.
How's that different than any other era I've been sitting in? Because, and again, you didn't book yourself into a corner. You didn't. If you didn't want Cody Rhodes to lose, have him beat Ricky Saints. You've already beaten him enough.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand the thought behind that. And then, like, they both beat Drew down, and that's great. Then restart the match.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, oh, we need to have a winner. This is a showcase. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. But, like, to start the night like that, I was just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, no, that was, I mean, I already don't understand what it is that they're doing with Obafemi, because he has zero left to do in NXT, in my humble opinion. I know that they try to slow play call-ups because you want there to be the right story or the right creative for a talent. Sure. And that's why they can sometimes push those off. Are you saying that there is not a single fucking person in that fucking writer's room that can't come up with something to do with Obafemi when he gets to the main roster? A man of that size, that stature, who can talk, who is charming, who can be babyface and villain, and we really haven't even scratched the surface of what he can do as a babyface. And this is a guy that's had less than 60 televised matches, 2-time NXT champion, 1-time North American champion. You're saying you can't come up with any other finish or any other result that not only protects him, protects your QB1 if you really, want to protect him, if that is the goal. You're saying not a single person could come up with a single idea on that. I'm more outraged about that than what happened in the main event.
Exactly. And that's if you're going to boo Triple H, boo him for that.
Yeah.
Don't boo him at all.
Because anybody that didn't see the main event coming, I don't know what to tell you. I don't.
I don't think people saw him tapping. Oh, he's just going to pass out. Okay. Again, whatever. Tapping was way more impactful, in my opinion.
Yes.
Again, you wouldn't have got the reactions if he would have just got or passed out or just got pinned, right? You wanted to get that reaction. You want Gunther to be that bad guy. He's Thanos.
Yes.
Thanos and Captain America. Thanos won. We need a new Captain America. But on the other hand, like with Obafemi, I don't know what they're doing. What are you waiting for? No idea. You have how many championships in that company? Dom has been the IC champion forever. You tell me Obafemi can't have a year-long run with that title and just run through just like you did with Gunther? Like, you can't. Yeah. You can't do that.
Let's take one of Gunther's contemporaries and Ilya Dragunov. Let's say that Oba comes up and takes the United States title off of him, and he has to claw his way back to that. We have seen the matches that Ilya can have with people of that size. Yeah. So like there are ideas for him. There's I mean, we just came up with a handful of, right off the top of our head. But again, I understand if you want to have Drew McIntyre involved, because I don't even blame him.
Why? But why? Are they even still feuding? Like, Cody's already beaten him like how many times?
I know that. What I'm trying to say is, remember, he was supposed to start his program with Jacob Fatu, who had a legitimate injury that had to go down. So this was not. This was not necessarily the first choice for Drew McIntyre as far as the creative they've had for him since Jacob Fatu was written off of television. I'm willing to give them some grace with that. What I'm saying is, if you wanted Drew to interfere in this match, it didn't need to end in a disqualification. Cody Rhodes is not hurt by being pinned by the NXT champion when that NXT champion is Oba fucking Femi. If Ricky Saints beat Cody due to a Drew finish, that one I might get a little side eye. I might give him a little side eye look because of how we've seen Ricky's NXT run since he's been champion kind of play out. So that would make me turn heads a little bit. But no, not losing to Oba Femi. Not when he looks like that.
No. And he commands the room. And he cut the promo
Yes.
on Friday. And was great standing in the ring with Cody. Looked great.
Yes.
Got the reaction. Came out on Saturday night's main event. Second entrance. Looked great. Got the reaction. Everyone was impressed. They're putting him over like crazy on commentary. Like, so just let him win. Let him win.
Yeah.
Because I don't think either way anybody would have been hurt getting pinned. I think they both got hurt getting that double disqualification.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, no contest, great. Like, that didn't help anybody. And, like, for Drew, I get what you're saying. Like, oh, he's supposed to be something with Jacob Fatu. Okay, let Drew do something else then. You tell me there's nobody else. Yeah. Nobody else on. You tried the thing with Alistair. Why not just continue that? What's Damian Priest doing? He's on main event. Like, there's nobody else. Carmelo Hayes. Why can't Carmelo Hayes step up? Like, you want to talk about a new era, a new generation, all this crap that you're talking about, like, then do it. Like, take some risks. I think, and that's might be some frustration maybe from WWE is, hey, let's take some risks. And then you get the reaction like you did Saturday night when John Cena tapped out. I'm not saying that was a risk, but now you have so much fan backlash. It's like, you can't win.
Yeah.
Like, I maybe that's why WWE is a little hesitant. Like, we tried to do something crazy, and now we're getting shit on for doing that. Like,
but the thing is it crazy though?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they're playing it safe, and maybe they're playing it safe because of this crazy fan reaction that we're getting now when the fans don't get exactly what they want because they feel entitled that they need that. You know? And that's where I go back to it. We know, I think the curtain is just wide the fuck open, and I think it's too open. I just think it's too open. I think as fans, we're getting a little bit greedy, and I will lump us in there. We try to stay positive as much as we can, but I think as fans, we want them to take some risks. But when the fan backlash is as crazy as it is, it's like, we're not going to take any risks. We're just going to play it safe, make our money, and call it a day because you guys are going to keep showing up anyway. But when we try to do something crazy, everybody hates it. So I don't envy them for being in that booking chair. I don't. Sure. It's tough when everybody thinks they know best, and we are guilty of that as well. And I won't say we're not because we're passionate about it, and you should be passionate about it. But I don't know. Like, it's going to be very telling. Is it January 13th, January 11th, 5th? It's going to be very telling to see how that Braun Breaker match goes.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you
very telling.
I don't know if you noticed this, and I only saw this clip surface on TikTok and then rewatched back after the match where Punk's getting into the ring and shoots a little look to Triple H that Stephanie also picked up on, and everybody's reading into that, and is CM Punk upset or pissed or annoyed at how this reaction is going to get? Like, no, now we're just kind of grasping at straws here. It just
they got heat. That's the point of wrestling.
It did. It did exactly what it did. I mean, when is the last time in the social media generation that a wrestler needed security to walk to their car after a match or their bus or to leave an arena after a match? And I'm not talking the weird fans that go and wait for women wrestlers outside. Like, don't do that shit. But I'm saying, like, the last time that a bad guy was that hated by the end of a night.
A bad guy. Again, that's the point. You're supposed to root for the baby faces. Heels have gotten too cool.
Yeah.
We want to root for the heels. No. That's why we booed Dominic out of the building. That's why MJF is so good, is because he can get legitimate heat. Like, that's why the Swerve Hangman program was so good, because there was legitimate heat. Like, we don't like Swerve. We love Hangman. Like, that's the point. But again, I think fans are getting too greedy. We want what we want, and we're going to get it no matter what. No.
Yeah.
Just like when Jey Uso won the Rumble. Shocked. Didn't love the idea. Still watch WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Still watch the next night because I'm interested. As long as I'm interested, I'm good.
Yeah.
What would have been worse is if he would have got pinned and then there would have been no reaction.
Yep.
Or if Cena won and then there's okay. Next.
Then you sacrifice Gunther again, who is again had a shit 2025 outside of this.
Yes. Yeah. Stop and Jey Uso, stop drinking and then going on the bike.
Yeah.
And to touch on that real quick, I 100% don't believe they will stay together.
The Usos?
Oh yeah, Jay's turning.
Yeah, no, just give it time. It's only a matter of time.
I don't want it, but he's turning.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we at least get Usos in the New Day one more time. We can see what the Usos do with AJ Lee.
Yeah. Yeah. God, AJ. I love AJ Styles so much.
That was another fun match too. That was another really fun tag match, and that is, Leon Slater will be in WWE.
Oh yeah,
it's a win, not if. But he carries himself very well, and he's just a joy to watch.
My favorite part about that match is Leon Slater came out, Javon Evans came out to no reaction, none. By the end of that match, everybody knows who they are, and that should have been the point of Saturday night's main event.
Yes.
I think one match hit on that. So Ruka, I think, is already known. I think.
Yeah. Because that crowd at the end, they popped hard for that pin.
Yeah, and then that's another good one, right? But that first match didn't do that. It just it didn't, and then the last match is what it is. It divided fans. Get out of your feels.
I'm not even saying get out of your feels, because it's an emotional situation, and a lot of it is because John Cena does represent the pinnacle of a lot of people's childhoods, ourselves included. So you can understand it, but if you've been watching wrestling for a long time, if you are a child that grew up with John Cena, you kind of have an idea of how these things go.
Yeah. Mount Rushmore is just a saying. Please stop yelling at me about the presidents. It's just a saying. If you want me to say something different, I will. But please stop yelling at me about the presidents. Top 5.
Well, you're on the Mount Rushmore, my podcast co-host over the years.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh, no, I just did. Whatever happened.
Don't say that, because we'll get heat. And nobody wants heat. And don't call me Bud. Don't call me Bud.
Yeah, that's for me.
Be positive. Have fun. I have my hair. Leave me alone. Be nice. I'm nice, except to Eric.
Can't argue with that.
One team pitched a shutout, the other one got shut out.
Ready to talk a little bit of Monday Night Raw here?
Yeah, go Birds.
Yeah, so Gunther returns after making Cena tap out.
Did they announce that?
Yeah, I'm looking at this WWE's website right now.
Because they did not. Because like Adam Pierce. I was about to say Priest. That'd have been crazy if he came out. But he went on socials yesterday and announced a bunch of stuff, and they did not mention Gunther. So I'm glad that they finally announced that.
Yeah. So CM Punk will also be returning to Raw to address the fiery promo of Braun Breakers from last week. I cannot wait to see this reaction here, because Braun Breaker has delivered the last couple of weeks when it comes to his promos with CM Punk. That this is going to be magnificent.
Yeah, let's I'll see if we'll get a little bit of a face down, right? Because
I
don't want Punk to go out there and eat his lunch.
Because I feel like we have, and I'll double check the count here, but I want to say we have 2 or 3 more Raws, and I know we have to account for the holidays here, but that match is 3 weeks from tonight. They have time to eventually do that face to face.
You should do it on the go home. Yes.
Yeah. There's no reason to rush it. This is, and I like that they're letting Braun have this moment and have a little bit of that without CM Punk, because I know that we'll get that inevitable face down, but we also have to sell him first as a credible challenger, or at least on the mic anyway, because physically he has every gift imaginable to be ready to be the guy on Monday nights and have a run with the world title on January 5th, I believe. So I like that they're giving him a couple of weeks on his own, because he's kind of the de facto leader of the Vision now, because he's the number one contender to the world title. So let's establish him and this group that is without Seth Rollins as a force to be reckoned with on Monday nights. We saw what they did to LA Knight, who is not being buried by WWE, despite what everybody wants to say to the contrary. No, this is building empathy for him, I feel like, especially the car spot and getting taken out. That means that he's going to fuck with the Vision for most of the next 4 to 6 months. So I think it's setting up something bigger.
8 months.
Okay, 8 months. Same thing. It's still setting him up for something.
Also, stop reading into CM Punk not being there. Like, his dog just died. Leave him alone. They're humans too. They're allowed to, have a PTO day. Relax.
Yeah. We have also got rivalry renewed, Usos versus the New Day, happening tonight.
Please be
Rey
good.
Mysterio. What's that?
Please be good. I'm very nervous about that match.
No, we'll see what happens.
I'm worried about time, and I'm worried about interest. My ears are up on that one.
Okay. Rey Mysterio 1-on-1 with Logan Paul, and Stephanie Vaquer defending the Women's World Championship against Raquel Rodriguez.
Isn't there another one too? Isn't Maxine defending against Ivy Nile?
That has not been advertised for tonight.
Okay. I thought that got announced maybe last week.
Gotcha.
I feel like I saw something like that happening. Maybe it's next week. I don't know.
I don't know. This is WWE's. This is their website, so this is what they're saying has been advertised for tonight. So,
because I feel like Becky's been on social media yelling at Pierce about making unsanctioned Intercontinental title matches because she's still the champion.
Yeah,
something like that. So,
gotcha.
Gotta love Becky Lynch.
Well, any final thoughts? Saturday night's main event, Raw preview tonight.
Yeah, it's okay to be emotional. Just don't be hateful.
Yeah. This is people's livelihood. This is an entertainment product. This is people just doing their jobs.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, we don't have to like every match result, and that's okay. Like, we never do.
Yeah, we don't have to like every movie. We don't have to like every TV show. It's okay. You don't have to like every episode of every.
No.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Just have fun, enjoy it. Yep. Like, share, subscribe. There is always a seat at the table of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Just don't be a dick. That's all we ask about.
Unless your name's Tim Bosby, you did tap out, and we loved every second of that.
That was very, very satisfying, I gotta say.
Sorry. Love you, Tim.
Anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much. You know where to find us on TikTok and X at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We will be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That's the podcast, Dad. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. And until tomorrow, enjoy those grabs.